Now I think I have a better use for these panels than I do using them in the light. And I have it working, I just had to change the switch. However, I still think I can have a better use, because I can use this light still without the solar and use just this part of it. I don't need all this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Phillips, it is. And I think, there it is. I have better use of this in parts than I do as a whole. Yeah, I can definitely use all this stuff. More so in parts. Let me get my little screwdriver. My little bitty teensy weeny screwdriver. Actually, I should just get my little pricker pointer thingy. So anyway, I have 2 more so-called doctor's appointments, and then I'm done for the year. I have my physical. Yes, I'm going to get physical. And I gotta go see Doug. He's the gastro. He wants to do an endo. Yeah, and I'm glad that they stay up on it. You know, sometimes I think, well, come on, you're just using, using me like you use all the other older people to just earn money on it, you know, and that other one that I had, who I quit, was that way. And my suspicions were right, actually, because I heard other people saying the same thing, as well as a couple of doctors. So when they're there for their pocket, and not for you, well then that's not my kind of doctor. Okay, so let's cut this off here. Yeah, I think I may have told you when Ippy retired, I had to find another doctor. And I was going to use the one that Joe had recommended until I found out that he was bullshit and he was a liar. And I don't deal with bullshit liar doctors. So there is to it. So I find this other one. And how I found that this other one was like some time ago. Long time ago actually. I was going to go see them, and there was only 3 people there at the time. And the guy that ran the show was a Japanese guy. Nice guy. I went to see him. We talked. I decided, we both decided that it was going to be a good patient-doctor relationship. So I said, okay. Now at the time I really didn't need them, but it was coming up to where it was going to start to happen. So, at least gets things started. Well, when it was time, I call. He wasn't there anymore. He left. Now, when I was heading over there, I had my wife with me, because I like her to meet the doctors as well. And I started having rapid heartbeats. So at that point, she's driving. We pull into the back parking lot. She goes inside and she says to them that her husband was in the van and he's having some rapid heartbeats and he's going to need help getting in. Now, as a rule, they never lasted a whole long time, but they started to get to a point to where they were lasting longer and longer. So when I got in there, they called the ambulance, which was the right thing to do. And the doctor, the female, and just because she's a female sticking her finger up my butt doesn't bother me, but she was telling me that her husband is a heart doctor. Okay. So I'm sure that she may have some knowledge. I'm not going to use her for heart surgery, but so anyway, she called the ambulance. They come. Still had the rapid heartbeat. And as they're putting me on the gurney to put me in the ambulance, she's asking them if she can do the exam once I get in the ambulance. She's concerned about sticking her finger up my ass and getting paid for an exam. than more so than how's the patient doing. So they look at her and look at one another and naturally no. Because once they take over, you're theirs. So at that point, I get in the ambulance and I go. And I'm thinking about this on the way. And I'm talking to the paramedics. I says, "Did you hear her? Did I hear her right?" Right? They go, "Yeah." I says, "Have you ever heard that before?" And they look, no. She's concerned about this. So I'm saying, I don't believe this. So that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, right there. Now it gets worse, or it gets better.